What is up, guys? MACABESPEED coming at you. Back out here with the Huben GK1 pistol by popular demand. Last time I was out here with this thing, people stated that I used a little bit too heavy of a slug as well as a little bit too loose of a slug to fit correctly in the 17-round magazine for the Huben GK1 pistol. They gotta be just right on this thing. If they're too tight, you're gonna jam it. If they're too loose, you're gonna jam it. So it's like you wanna find that Goldilocks round that's really gonna work well for you. Today we've gone ahead and gone with an AVS Air Velocity Sport offering in the 2513 diameter, clocking in at 34 grains. These should be a more realistic offering now that I have a little bit more experience with this platform, and I wanna go ahead and do two things. First off, do these cycle a little bit better than we saw the H&N Heavy Slugs cycle last time for us. And secondly, a subscriber recently told me that this pistol makes it absolutely infant-like to go ahead and shoot 100 yards. Just anybody could do it, right? Just wing rounds out there and you're making the hits at 100 yards. Now, if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you guys know that my pistol skills aren't great. So if I can do this standing offhand for a 100-yard distance and get most of these rounds to connect on the target I'm aiming at, I'm going to go ahead and consider this pistol significantly better than my own skill set. Now, we do have the Holosun Shake Awake Green Elite here, and I love this thing. This thing's been in service for a long time for me, and it's never failed me, never let me down. Additionally, that Shake Awake feature can't be overlooked. It's pretty much nothing to go ahead and just slide this on and slide this off to go ahead and get this Picatinny system to accept this optic, but it's very, very, very easy, takes no effort, no fasteners, and is also available at MACABESPEED.com. Shameless self-promotion. All right, so I'm not like the most knowledgeable dude in the world as far as red dot rhetoric is concerned. So I don't know what a 50-yard bore sighting is going to mean for me personally at 25-yard distance. Let's go ahead and see it together. Why am I using a rest here? Because I want to verify my sight in, right? Like, all the variables should be eliminated up close. When we get to 100 yards, it's all me. Eight, 5. Let's go look at it, because I don't know and I don't have a lot of these rounds. Prepare yourself to witness the ultimate in lack of skill. I still have rounds? There's a lot. Now, I keep looking at the pressure gauge because these Hubens are known for something nasty. As soon as you get down past a certain point that I'm really close to, more than likely, this guy is going to want to dump all the pressure out the front of the barrel. That means anything that's in the way, ammunition or anything else, is also going to want to leave the party as well. So I think it's a good time to go ahead and top up, reload, check our target, and see what kind of damage we did. Now this is actually pretty good. I'm actually super happy with this. Most of my shots connected, red dot, standing off hand, pistol, tiny stumpy little barrel. Pretty happy with this with my lack of skill. I think part of the going to the right aspect of it here that we're seeing has to do with the fact that I have big fat fingers that have a huge trigger squeeze. So that's part of what we're dealing with. Let's go to 100. Now this bottom target down here, this is a steel plate, and this is actually up here a wood backer, so we should be able to hear these reports as I hit the target, as opposed to just kind of guesswork from the range station. All right, guys, now check this out. This is kind of a cool thing. The one thing that some people on Facebook and some other places in the comments had mentioned is that if you can get this to spin freely, this cylinder right here to spin freely with no restriction, even if you got a couple of slugs left in it, you're probably going to be good to go on your ammo fitment. These AVSs seem to be just the right size for us. Back up to about 30 MPa also. No matter what you think, dude, even if you go to 310 bar on your tank, by the time you get to the range, you're only going to be able to get, you know, 30 MPa out of it by the time it's all said and done. The temperature going to get you. Just want to give a big shout out to my good friend Ed M for sending these slugs in. Back in the day, he sent in a plethora of 25 caliber slugs for us to test, and I still have a lot of those here today. So these AVSs sure came in handy, and I can't thank you enough, brother. Thank you. I know we said we were going to do this standing offhand, but there's actually a bunch of tree branches between here and there, so I'm going to be doing this in a kneeling position. But no rest, no rest. All set up, I guess. I have no reference of where I'm hitting. This might fall apart on me. Hit. Hit. Low. Low. Just low to the left. Frustration. Am I out? Oh, that's 16, because I'm down to 10 MPa. Jeez, that's crazy. Okay, so we're back down once again to the scary number that might dump all my air pressure out here, but we did manage to get a couple of tinks on target. Not enough to really say whether or not it's easy. I think that there's a flaw in my test, though. My flaw in my test could be this. I don't trust my sight-in. My sight-in for 50 and 25 was okay. If I sighted for 100, I'd probably do better. Last time I connected at 100 yards on video, it was with these iron sights. These fiber optic iron sights are not lacking. So I do think I owe it to you guys to fill the gun up again, both with air and ammunition, and give it one more college try. Iron sights, steel plate, 100 yards. I think air charge alone is the #1 reason why I like the fact that I got the full-size Huben GK1 as opposed to the shorty. This tank is so small as it is. You're only going to get so many shots, so the idea of getting through a full magazine on the shorty, I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see if we could do a little bit better, minus $300 worth of optics. Switch over to my left eye, which is significantly sharper. Hit. Yeah, I take my time and I miss. That's what I get. Am I out? Back to 10 MPa. Safety. Loading gate. So I'm getting almost through the entire magazine. I have one lonely round left, same as I did last time, guys. And I think that that's going to be pretty standard. I didn't have any failures. I didn't have any problems. I was able to hit the steel plate more reliably than when I had my Holosun on. But like I said, you can't overlook the fact that we sighted in for 25 to 50 and then went to 100 with no magnification on a red dot. So, you know, if you get your sight in right, it's going to work for you every time. And I think that we showed you guys how to not do it right in this video. The iron sights, however, on the other hand, 100% prove themselves 2 for 2. Last video and this one not lacking. This little green fiber optic at the front of this barrel put me on target successfully 2 videos in a row. Great, great, great design by Huben. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that things typically tend to break down and fall apart before the end of the episode. So to get all the way through it successfully, God, it just brings a smile to my face. I think it's going to be a great place to go ahead and end today's episode. But if you liked today's episode, give it a big fat thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos come out. If you really liked what you saw today, make sure you share it so other people could see it. And I'll catch you boys in the next one.